X marks the spot, 171st annual Peterborough exhibition. Now, the beauty of agriculture, as Peterborough Agricultural Society president knows, Ryan Moore, we're always advancing, right? There's always these advancements and technological advancements. Can you imagine farming crickets?
I can't, but they do.
Are you serious?
Yes.
In our region? In our community?
10 minutes away.
What's it called?
Entomo Farms?
Can we go there?
Can.
Let's go. Darren Golden, the future of food. Why crickets?
Crickets are relatively easy to farm, and they are incredibly nutritious.
Okay, define nutritious. We're talking these are for human consumption. When I heard that you were doing cricket farming and the future of food, I thought you'd found a more sustainable way to feed livestock.
Well, crickets can be used for livestock, but nutritionally they're basically the perfect food for humans. They've got all the protein we need, they've got lots of good fat, they've got lots of vitamins, lots of minerals, and really, really healthy fibers.
So the mental hurdle for a lot of people to get over the premise that they're eating an insect, how's that been?
You know, it's been pretty easy. We always say we're not looking to convert everybody because we couldn't farm enough for everybody, and our primary product is a powder. So lots of people do have a hard time eating a whole insect. They recognize as an insect, but once you turn it into a powder and you can use that as an ingredient in almost any food, people are much more open-minded and willing to try it.
So is cricket farming a solution to the food crisis, the world food crisis?
It absolutely is. Insects in general are going to be a solution. Crickets is part of that solution, but crickets use about 100 times less water than cattle to create the same amount of protein, and they use about 1/10 of the grain feed as cattle do to create the same amount of protein. So just switching half of the world's cattle to crickets would be enough protein to feed all the starving people in the world.
Wow. Are you working with other countries around the world to help?
We supply our protein to countries around the world, and there's a really cool project we're doing in the Democratic Republic of Congo with an organization called Farms for Orphans. And so we're helping them develop technology for setting up small cricket farms in the orphanages to help feed the starving children.
What's your relationship with livestock farmers?
You know, we always say that we are not anti-beef, we're not anti-chicken, we're not really anti-anything. We just have to recognize that there's no growth potential in those industries. We are against cutting down the rest of our rainforests, the rest of our Canadian forests, just to grow more beef when it's completely unnecessary.
Okay, so just to recap here, the cricket farm and Entomo Farms, what are you actually producing here?
At this building here, this is the farming. So right here we lay the eggs, we raise the crickets, and we harvest the crickets. They go from here to our processing facility where they're rinsed, roasted, and ground into a powder. So
and the powder is used for what?
It can be used for anything. We have lots of customers that are producing protein bars out of it. We have a customer producing chips. We have a customer that makes like a bodybuilding protein supplement. And lots of people just buy the powder and incorporate it into all of their baking and cooking at home. So it's incredibly versatile. You can do almost anything with it. All right, so this is a tub of cricket eggs. There's hundreds of thousands of eggs in here, and if you look closely, each little tiny white speck is a cricket egg.
How many cricket eggs are in here?
We would estimate this tub has a couple of 100,000 eggs in it.
And each cricket lays how many eggs?
Each cricket is going to lay between 600 and 800 eggs.
How many different species of crickets do you farm here?
We farm just one species of cricket.
Where is it from?
It's from the southern US.
So
it's tropical cricket. It's not a Canadian native, but it cannot survive Canadian winters. So it's not considered a pest threat.
From here, what happens?
So from here, after about 10 days of incubation, the eggs start to hatch. And then once they start hatching, we shake them out, we take them into our nursery. They spend 2 weeks in the nursery and then go from there into the finishing room where we'll grow them for another 4 weeks before harvesting.
The Peterborough Ex, August 4th to 7th, Entomo Farms will be there.
Absolutely.
What can people experience or expect from your setup there?
We'll have some samples of whole crickets and whole mealworms for people to try. We might have some baked goods there as well, where we've incorporated the powder into some easy to take baked goods. And of course we'll have our products for people to buy. Here we have some delicious honey mustard flavored crickets. The spices are added before roasting and then they're roasted with the spices on. So these are whole crickets, as you can see. They're going to look back at you, but they have a delicious flavor.
You go first. give you a lot. You've done that before. You're not even making like a menacing face.
No, it's once you train your brain that it's food, it's delicious.
Okay, they actually taste like really good crackers. I have to admit it.
Good.
They're really good, actually.
Thank you very much.
So much to see, so much to learn. Do it all in person here, August 4th to 7th. X marks the spot. Full listing and information.
At PtboEx.ca.
All the information you need is there.
It's all there.
I'll see you there.
See you there.
I'll see you there.